Yo, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to W.D.Y.D. CSP. What do you do as essential sterile processors? Guys, to all my sterile processing techs out there, medical device reprocessors out there, happy CS week. This is your week to celebrate, and all year long, we should be celebrating you guys because you guys are truly unsung heroes. But anyway, I hope your Monday was great and the rest of your week will be lit and turned up. Embrace it, enjoy it, and very well celebrate it, guys. Let everybody know. Walk around your hospital and say, hey, do you know what CS week? Do you even know what a CST is? Let them know. Let them know. But anyway, guys, I have a great one for you, so stay tuned. So what do we got here, guys? Containers for instrumentation. So we have manufacturer issued containers and we have third-party vendor containers. We're going to talk about both of them and I'm going to give you my opinion on both. We're going to start with the manufacturer. Great container, put together well for the specifics of the instruments that need to be held in this container. These are aneurysm clamps, guys, so containers made for them, labeled very nicely, letting you know which ones are temporary, which ones are permanent, so there are implants in this. But looking at the IFU of these instruments, I couldn't find the IFU of the tray itself, but of the instruments, there was no manual or ultrasonic process for this instrument, and very rightfully so. Try picking that up with utility gloves on and try to spread that open and brush that. Yeah, good luck. But anyway, the IFU does say to place this item directly into the washer disinfector, but my red flag comes in that impingement is the action of cleaning, right? That's the mechanical action of cleaning. But now you have an extra layer with very tiny holes, very small holes, and a very small exit slot to properly clean the instrumentation. My question and my doubt is, how clean are you actually getting those instruments, because you're severely handicapping the impingement process. I honestly believe that this should have soaked for an extended period of time and then rinsed for another extended period of time, and I believe you would have got a better cleaning action than what would happen with a small drip, because that's what you're going to get in the washers. Yes, you get the disinfection process in there, and then place it through the washer disinfectant to get that slow drip, slow rinse, and disinfection process. That's my opinion. I mean, again, they do the validation. They got the science behind it, so it must work for them. Kudos to them, but actually more kudos that they didn't include a ultrasonic process for this, because why I believe it don't have an ultrasonic process, not only because of the small clamps, but plastic, rubber, glass, cork, wood, ebonized instruments, and mixing metals should not go into the ultrasonic, right? We're taught that throughout all of our career, through all our training. We're taught that all the time, and many of the IFUs of ultrasonic state the same thing, but why would we put this in the ultrasonic? It's plastic, right? Hey, let's go on to the next one. The little plastic containers. These are, they call them mud boxes, right? Often see them with the lid ripped off because closing, that fatigue, or with the lids on if they're brand spanking new, which is great. But here's my gripe with this. I honestly believe that these items or these containers should only be used for hand wash items. Okay, why do I say hand wash items? Such as shavers, little small drills, power instruments, etc., etc. Well, why do I say hand wash items? Well, I'm not going to untangle that, but hand wash items, we're going to grab the container, we're going to grab the item out of the container, we're going to put our waterproof seal on it, we're going to do all our rinsing, flushing if we can flush. We're not going to submerge this instrument, but we can submerge the little basket to let it do its thing. Clean this off, wipe it down real good. We're going to inspect for any breaks in the cord or anything like that. We're going to place this off to the side. We're going to clean the basket. We're going to rinse it very good. And then we're going to dry this, towel dry this, and then use instrument air to dry this off further. Place the instrument back in the basket with its container lid, and we're going to send it through the pass-through window, right? Okay, everything stays together, nothing gets lost. It's a no-brainer, right? Very simple. But what happens when we place regular instruments in it? Okay, we're going to bring this instrument down. We're going to rinse them real good. This is what I've seen. They're going to get rinsed really good. They're going to be soaked in enzymatic solution or cleaning solution. Hopefully we are flushing and brushing all the cannulas, each instrument one by one. Flushing, brushing, wiping the exterior after the alloyed soak time. Not during, after, because you want the contact time of the enzymatic or the cleaning solution to loosen up the soil first before we start wiping down, right? Okay, we'll go into that in a different video, but we're gonna brush under the surface of the water. We're gonna clean it very good. We're gonna go into our rinse sink and a treated water rinse, very, very good. But here's where the problem comes in. The IFU of this instrument says that we have to ultrasonic it, but this is plastic. This can't go into the ultrasonic. So what do we have to do? Well, logically, we need to get these instruments out of here, place it in a metal basket, ultrasonic this, and this basket needs to sit off to the side, waiting all lonely and homesick, or, you know, partner sick that it doesn't have its instruments. After the ultrasonic process, we're going to take these instruments out, place it back in the basket, and hopefully we don't put it in the wrong basket, and then we're going to put it into the washer, right? That's what should be happening. But are we really going to do all that? That's a very long process, and a process where we can get containers. We don't process one tray at a time, right? There's several trays in D-Con, and we might have several different types of mud boxes with a whole bunch of different instruments. You might forget which one goes in what. You can organize that a little bit better, but anyway, let's say we do all that. Now we're going into the washer. Okay, now in the washer, let's say this lid is attached. Well, easy solution, open up the lid, put another instrument on there to keep the lid from flopping over, goes through the washer, great, comes out on the other side. Lid is broken, what do we do with this lid? Well, what I'm seeing is what's called shadowing. I put a post up a couple weeks ago about shadowing, and it got misinterpreted as what we do when we train new employees with an older employee and put them together so that they can learn. But shadowing, when we talk about the washer disinfectant, is the process in where we take a lid or another container and place it under the other container and severely handicapping the irrigating properties or the impingement properties of the washer disinfectant. Why does this hinder that process? Well, the perforated bottom of the trays is designed so that there can be great drainage of the solution, and when the impingement process happens from underneath, that there's solution that comes up and hits the other surface of the instrument, right? If we place a lid under there, we now block the holes, right? We can't see through there. There's not going to be water going through there effectively, okay? We're going to collect any kind of bioburden or foreign matter onto that lid because it's not going to properly drain. And again, we're severely handicapping the impingement process because those holes aren't lining up. No matter how I do it, those holes don't line up. Maybe one or two of them, but not all of them, okay? Where should this lid go? This lid should go side by side with the container, just like this in the rack. Does it take up space? Yes, it does. It takes up tremendous space, but it's the right thing to do, guys. All right? We have to avoid shadowing in our washer disinfectants. We have to stop placing plastic, rubber, cork, wood, ebonized instruments, and mixing metals in our ultrasonic. We constantly state that we should not do this, and that should is interpreted as it's not a must. This is what is best for the facility. This is what we're going to do. But you're going to get that one surveyor that's going to question it. And then what? How do you speak to that process? All right, guys. As always, stay true to yourselves. Keep it 100. And until next time, peace. Peace. Comment down below.